Hey everybody, how's it going? Well, today's video, it's going to be on restoring this little axe handle here from the head that I was restoring in the previous video. I didn't have any other projects when I did that axe head, and I just want to show everybody 2 hours of work that I did on it. I know I said that I wasn't going to make it super shiny, but I loved the way it looked, so I continued, and I came up with this. Look at that. Look how nice it is. Yeah, I was tired by the end of it all, but you know, looks like it's well worth it. 2 hours, and I went through 4 of these 120 grit papers, 4 of them, and turned out pretty good. So looks like fits on there pretty good. Something wrong with this picture, isn't it? Today's video is going to be on fixing this up. So I'll put this back, wrapped up. Love the way it turned out. I just want to show everybody here that with a little work and a little bit of effort, it turns out really nice. And here's another handle that I wanted to make for the 2.5 pound axe head here. Since it snapped here, I don't know why for a 2.5 pound axe, why such a long handles, but what I'm going to do, as you can see here, that's the length it's going to be, and it's going to look nice afterwards. You tell me. You know what I mean? Nice little hatchet there. I think that's all it would be needed. I don't know why that they made it this long, and the reason why it snapped, as you can see here, there's a bit of a knot there. It's too bad, but you know what? Kind of worked out, because I'm going to make it better. So the first thing I'm going to do before I start showing everybody how to refinish this, even though it's taken a big beating, I'm going to trace the size of it. So if I ever snap this, because I noticed that, you know, it's starting to break in some areas here, as you can see here. Maybe not, but some areas it's starting to wear more than it should. So I'll take this here pencil, and I'm going to trace the width here on this here. So when you guys decide to make your own handles, at least you'll know the thickness of what your handle is. Pretty cool tip if you know, if you're wanting to make your own. So thickness is key. You don't want to be second guessing it and be there all day to try to figure out, you know what I mean? Now, the width of this, I'll just go right underneath and just trace it. Easy peasy. You know? So there it is. There's the width of your handle, there's the thickness of your handle. So I'll put this aside and commence with the refinishing. So starting with 120, because you don't want to wreck the wood. So I'm going to put this into a half moon here. So you notice there's some splitting here. So I'm glad I actually, you know, traced the thickness and all that. I'm not too worried about taking off the little finish there, you know. It's the least of my worries. I took some beating here. I think it's going to look nice afterwards, you know. I'm not going to shave too much off of this area here because it's going to be covered anyway. But just to smooth it out a bit, you know. And then I got to take out the old wedge here. When I received this axe, it was like this, and the handle kept on coming off. That's why I was able to have it the way I have it. You see? So once it came off, I said, you know what? I'm going to refinish this, and I'm going to show everybody. No grinder, you know? So, like I said, it took me 2 hours, but you saw how nice it looked. I'm kind of happy the way it turned out. So, yeah, woodworking is fun. You got to have a passion for it, because if you don't, well, then you're not really going to enjoy it. You know? Just gonna use a bit of the clamps that I have here. She's in there solid. Maybe I'll use the other side just to... Actually, no. This side is the one I need because of the height. No, it wants to give me a hard time, of course. Oh well, you know what? I'll skip that part. It's been a while I haven't used that clamp, so... Well, improvise. No big deal. But you notice it doesn't take very long to really make this handle look good. You see? Really nice. And then I'm going to take, if I have it up here, I think I have a little smoothing sandpaper someplace. Oh, yeah, fell down here. Okay, 100 grit. Nice smooth sandpaper. So I'll put this aside. Okay. Looking really good. No scratches in the wood. Because you don't want a heavy grit sandpaper. It'll wreck your handle and it just won't look good. And just in case you guys do decide to put another coat of varnish on it, me, I'm just going to leave it natural and put some cooking oil on there or something, because I don't have linseed oil or anything. You know, any oil will... Or stain would actually work, you know. I might just stain it, you know. Looking good. Really nice. I'm liking the way this looks. I'll show everybody in my next video how I'm going to make the handle for this one. I'm really looking forward to it, actually, how it looks in the end when I put that axe together. So, I'm not pushing too hard. I'm just letting the sandpaper do the work. Yeah, so... Oh yeah, looking real good. See, the grain's starting to show too, you know what I mean? And that's what you want. I like the natural wood look. It's too bad that this axe and handle got so much abuse. Well, it's got a good home now, and it feels really good too. Very, very nice. With a little bit of effort, you can make things really look good, and you'll have yourself a nice tool. You know, like I said in the previous video, people have just too much money and they waste things and they just don't care. I cherish every tool that I have. You know, I guess people that are less fortunate, you know, look after the things more than people who have much. You know? The old saying is, well, if you look after your tool will look after you. Whole lot of truth in that, everybody. So true. Ah, she's looking nice. Just working on the end piece here. Yeah. Wow. Doesn't take very long. I want to keep the original look. I don't want to, you know, round it too much. Keep it as natural as possible. There's a bit of a technique involved there. Wow. Just doing a rough sand for now. And then I'll smooth it out afterwards. But as you can see, it's turning out really, really nice, everybody. You know? You gotta really love what you're doing. Now I'll take this smoothing paper here and just give it a quick smooth. Quick sanding here. And look at that, cleans up really good. Just in a few minutes. Doesn't have to be an all-day affair. Wow. Just for the fun of it, I just want to see the difference from when I first showed you the axe head, what it's going to look on the handle this time. Got to make sure that it's in the right way, to go with the curve. See? What a big difference, everybody. It's really going to look nice. I might even work on the head a little more too. But you can tell, you can see all the scuff marks, eh? The mistreatment that this tool received in the past. What a shame, you know? Such a beautiful tool. As you can see, it's possible to restore an old abused axe, everybody. Until the next video, everyone, I'm Outdoor Crafter, and I'll see you then.